Hello, Libra. I have a feeling something amazing is getting ready to happen for some of you. It's like this, get this flowing down a stream towards where you wanted to land. So some of you are actually moving towards an achievement that you've been working on. A goal is getting ready to come into fruition. Welcome to Ascending Souls Journey. I am Lorianne, and we're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Libra. This is a general reading. We're going to pull in love at the end, but it is a general reading. Love, career, family, friends, whatever comes through me, I will relate to you. And I am telling you, this is like this beautiful stream. You may have thought you were felt like you were swimming up a stream, like getting exhausted, and I'm just so tired of doing this. But like the little mouse that you drop in the water and they fight the current, they're going to just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. And when you just relax, everything starts to flow down the stream. And I feel that's what's getting ready to happen for a lot of you in the next 2 weeks of May. So this is a mid-May reading, and that's part of the channel change that I'll be doing monthly, 2 weeks, and a mid-month reading that will help us move into the following 2 weeks. So we are definitely looking at some of you where you've been dealing with a lot of confusion in your life. And that's what I'm talking about, just fighting a system, whatever is around you, fighting with people, fighting with your internal self. Because we're looking at you at this part of the reading where you've been going through a lot of confusion. Do I do this? Do I do that? And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is saying it is very challenging to do this because it takes forever. Some of you have been going through self-analyzing, trying to look at your hidden talents and find these avenues that have been holding you back from getting whatever that goal is. This may be career. This may be getting into an educational system that works for you, a degree that actually works for you, paying down debt. You're going to know how that resonates with you. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is saying the big payout is on the way. This is a new beginning. This is a new career, a new person coming into your life, new expansion, new growth. And I feel for some of you when it comes to the education sector, you've been in it 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it may have taken you an extra year to get your bachelor's degree, your 4-year degree. And for others of you, you may be getting it shortened because of the method that you took. So getting a higher degree in a quicker amount of time. It's going to vary from person to person, and the only way to know is to book your own reading. But what I am getting for the sign of Libra, through these energy shifts between April and October, there are a lot of energies going to be shifting. We're going to feel them. And pay attention to how you feel inside. As you've been healing yourself, you're going to learn how to go with the flow and not be the mouse that's fighting against the current. And that's what's going to lead you right into the prosperous opportunity. Now, I feel for a lot of you, this is happening right now in the month of May. Not necessarily Taurus season, but definitely in the month of May, all the way into the 10th of June. So it's not going to be just a 2-week phase. It's going to be almost a month phase from the time that I'm recording this reading. I'm a little tongue-tied, and you guys, that may have something to do with it. If you're really tired, you might find yourself not being able to speak very well. Confusion. The 7 of Cups is about having a lot of opportunities in front of us and not necessarily knowing which one it is that actually is the right one for us. And I feel that's what you've been looking at. What direction is the right direction? And I do feel a lot of you, this has to do with career more than anything else around Libras. So Libras, whatever the situation is, it's going to be a brand new beginning. Now, when it comes to family, I feel that some of you have been dealing with a family member where boundaries need to be established. But I'm not talking just, like call me every Wednesday. All right. I'm talking actual outline of how you communicate with them, what you're going to do in this relationship. I feel there was some negative attachment behind all of this because we always go positive to negative. And the outcome of this reading is very, very positive. And your number is May 18, May 1-8. That is your big number for the next 2 weeks, where this is going to be like starting from scratch with a family member. Now, it could be a friend. It may very well be, but I feel for most of you, this is like a mom, dad, brother, sister kind of a situation where they may have, there was some toxic foul play in the background. And that may have even been what made you feel like that little mouse going against the current. But now you're flowing in the current, so you're more attuned to your own vibration. You're more attuned to know when the energy is going to shift. And it's going to turn out to be very, very, well, one, I'm hearing the word beneficial, and the other word that I'm being guided to tell you is harmonic. So you're looking, you want this type of a situation. Maybe you didn't know how to do it. And again, this may not be you. It may be somebody around you. It may be the other person wanting this with you. You're going to know how that resonates with you in your life. There was a lot of burden around this situation. And again, this is the family situation where you may have been dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, or it took place in that season, Capricorn to end of December. And I feel it's been 1-2 years that this has been going on. It is not months. It's much larger than months for some of you. It could be, but it's big. It was a long time since you have actually worked on trying to heal this situation, or they have, okay? And I feel that somebody's getting ready, you know, because the Ten of Wands is saying the Ace of Wands is going to follow it. So this is going to become exciting again, and you literally have an opportunity to get a grounded, secure relationship with this person. There is love. There's no doubt. However, yeah, I feel there was a person in the background, somebody not so nice. It may have been a Page of Cups. May very well have been some emotional, immature person that was around you that was creating a lot of mayhem, that split the two of you apart, okay, and created a lot of confusion. Because emotional manipulation will put us in this stagnant energy, right? Where we don't know what to do, we don't know what direction to go, and really put that Ten of Wands of I can't handle this. So one of you or both of you may have fled the other direction, but it is getting ready to hear the words. Somebody's saying the words, I'm sorry. I want to make this work. Okay, so we love this in that part of the reading. Now, when it comes to your career, okay, I feel that some of you have a brand new offer coming in. It has everything to do with your educational skill set. You may have been very, very focused on your educational skill set, getting new certification. For some of you, it is a certification. For others, it may very well be a degree. But I don't find that for the majority of you, this was getting something added to your resume that was going to make you stand out. So with the King of Swords here, this, you know, it does represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But when it comes to a career, I feel for some of you, this is in the military. For some of you, this is in the police force, where you might become a civil, work for the civil services of your country, wherever you live, volunteering or actually getting a job. Now, volunteering doesn't mean that you're going out and you're going to stand and do these things. It may very well be taking care of the documentation, doing something that's a little bit more in your physical abilities for some of you. You see, our career and our opportunities, our organizations, anything we love to do, that is what that career line really means, Libra. So for some of you, I feel that you might be in an organization that is going to lead you to a new career endeavor. If you're volunteering your time, particularly since the month of January 2021, you have something getting ready to come in, but it won't come in until around July. So in the meantime, you're going to go through, you're going to be fixing and going in the direction that actually makes you flow and float right into the month of July. That's only several weeks away. That is not that far. Now, you may be severing ties with an organization that was overburdening you, throwing all the responsibilities off on you, and you couldn't handle it. It might have even made you feel like a little cuckoo crazy, Libra, because I feel they really overloaded you to the T, like you couldn't breathe. And you may have even found yourself feeling health symptoms because it was overwhelming whatever you were dealing with. So you're severing ties and you're going to feel more elated by what is coming in. We have the beautiful Six of Cups, and this is happy, fond memories of the past. This is reconnecting with an organization you used to work for, and it's the one you liked. I feel for some of you, it was very short term. You were not there very long. You may have had a better paying offer and you left. There may have been a person there that was toxic, that was overloading you. And now this is going to come back around. But again, this is one that you actually like to do. So if you were scooping up ice cream, I love ice cream, right? If you were scooping up ice cream and you quit because you had a bad boss, they may be coming back around, or you're going to see that come through. Now the 18th is very highlighted in your reading, so whatever this is, you're going to see synchronistic signs around the 18th. Now for you, oh, you guys are going to see a lot of feathers. Oh, it's beautiful. I see little white feathers going whoop, 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 for the sign of Libra. Feathers are very, very important in your reading for the next 2 weeks, possibly all the way till the 10th of June. Now the King of Swords is saying Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn on the board. And you know, for a lot of you, I really believe that this is just going to be incredible. No matter whether this is your career, no matter whether it's love, and we're going to look at love in a minute, or family. For a lot of you, it's about you. It's about you achieving an inner completion where you can recognize what feels right for you. So pat yourself on the back, job well done, and you've got a reward coming in, and you'll know it when you see the feather, particularly a white feather floating like this. It's just floating down like this, okay? So that is a really key point, and of course, if you want to know your personal reading, you'd have to book that. You can do that through my website. Please thumbs up this video. Watch my daily messages for inspiration and guidance every day. Now we're going to take a look at couples and singles. All right, you guys. And as we move into the energy shifts, what is going to happen is going to be really, really dynamic for a lot of you. You are literally going to be looking at a situation for couples. If you've been apart, you are going to look at the memories of that person. You're going to remember when you met them. It's like it's going to come to you in a dream state. It may actually be a real dream or a daydream. And for some of you, you're going to hear them speak to you in your mind while you are dreaming this. Okay, it's going to be like a replay of that beautiful bonding that you had at one point in time. And that's what's going to help you move to a higher level. You have the card of engagement. So this is moving your relationship to a new level. If you're separated, it's reconciling and coming back together, because they themselves are going to have a dream very, very similar to that, where they're going to share a piece of the dream and you're going to finish the dream. One of you will start the dream and the other will finish it. So that's how you're going to know that you both had the same dream or conversation in a dream form, in a dream state. So it's actually very spiritual in this message for our couples. So good luck with that. And let's look at our beautiful singles. Now singles, I feel that you've got a brand new opportunity coming in, one where you're going to really enjoy this person, where the two of you are going to have fun for hours and hours at a time. And I feel it's going to kind of like bring that youth back in you. We have the Six of Cups, and that is talking about happy, fond memories of the past. But being that I am a spiritual individual, I don't just look at the history of the humanistic side of life. I incorporate the spiritual side with it together. And you have an opportunity very similar to what I just said for the couples. If you listened, This is an opportunity to reconcile with somebody from a past life. You're going to meet this person and you're going to say, oh my gosh, I feel like I've known you forever. This is going to be a beautiful soul bonding that you're going to have with this person that will actually be a very slow moving relationship, and you're going to get to know them. And the two of you are going to bond and grow and bond and grow. It'll start off light and airy and really remind you of like youth. So if you, hypothetically, well, nothing is by chance in my readings, but I see the two, who is it? It's Romeo and Juliet, okay? If you're very attracted to Romeo and Juliet and you felt that you never had the love of your life, it may very well be coming in for you. Make sure that you open up and you are saying, bring in the right person, not specifying they have to have dark hair, they have to have blue eyes. Don't do that, okay? Bring in the right person for me. And when you see the feather, you will know that they are on the way. Have an amazing next 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. Much love.